Have you ever had one of those days where you try to remember just one more thing and your brain basically just says, nope, we're full, like you've hit your absolute storage limit? Well, today we're going to get into why that happens and, believe it or not, what you can actually do about it. You know that feeling, right? It's that moment where it feels like there's just no more room. It's like you've got too many tabs open in your browser and the whole system is about to crash. And this shows up in all those classic frustrating ways. You forget the name of someone you've met a dozen times. You lose your keys. Again. We've all done the thing where you walk into a room with total purpose, only to stop and think, wait, what did I come in here for? It really feels like our brains are running on some kind of buggy, outdated software. So yeah, let's call this what it feels like, the bad memory bug. It's like this constant error message that our brain seems to be sending us day in and day out. For years, most of us just kind of sigh and accept it, right? Oh, I just have a bad memory. But what if that whole diagnosis is just wrong? What if we've been looking at the problem from the completely wrong angle this whole time? And that brings us to a really crucial point. This isn't a hardware problem. The machine itself, your actual physical brain, it's working just fine. It's an amazing piece of equipment. You know, the best way to think about this is with a computer analogy. The hardware, your processor, that's your physical brain, all those neural pathways. The software, your operating system, well, that's your habits, your thought patterns. And the files, that's all the stuff you're trying to remember, the memories, the data. Okay, so let's be super clear about this. The problem isn't that you have a bad memory. And it is absolutely not a problem with your hardware. Your brain is incredibly powerful. That's not what's failing. The problem is your software. It's the system you're using to take in and manage all that information. And this software issue has a perfect name that fits our analogy, the cognitive bloatware problem. You know how a brand new computer gets bogged down with useless pre-installed programs? Well, the same thing is happening to our minds. So, what is cognitive bloatware exactly? It's all that useless, low-value information we absorb all day, every day. It's basically junk data that's taking up precious mental RAM but gives us absolutely zero in return. And think about where this junk comes from. The endless doom scrolling, the 24/7 breaking news alerts, that constant stream of social media updates and useless trivia. It's like a non-stop fire hose of data being pointed directly at our brains. So here's the kicker. Your brain, which is always trying to be efficient and save energy, it starts treating all information as disposable. It just starts dumping files to keep up. It overwrites the important stuff, like where you parked your car, just to make room for the latest celebrity gossip. Okay, so if our software is buggy, how do we fix it? Well, we need a patch. Let's call it the information diet patch. And this isn't about memorization tricks. It's about changing what you even let into your brain in the first place. The whole philosophy is actually so simple, but it's a game changer. Just think of it this way. If you don't need the file, don't download it to your brain. Just don't. Stop mindlessly consuming information that has no real use in your life. And you can break this down into a really simple 3-step process. First, just be aware of the information coming at you. Identify it. Second, ask yourself one simple question. Can I actually use this right now? And third, if the answer is no, you consciously decline the mental download. You just let it go. And all of this leads to our final and maybe the most powerful idea here. This isn't about just passively forgetting things. It's about actively, intentionally choosing what's important enough to remember.
See, your memory isn't just some storage unit you just cram with random boxes until it's overflowing. No, think of it more like an art gallery. It's a space that you mindfully curate, filling it only with things that have real meaning and real value to you.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Look, we all know we can't remember everything. The world just throws way too much at us for that to be possible. So the only question that really matters is, what will you choose to remember? What will you choose to make space for?